Hi guys, Bryonna Noble's the witch next door here, and we're going to go into the invention of the espresso machine. Now, I went into the discovery of coffee in a previous video, which if you haven't seen, I will link below. But I can't do a video about coffee without doing one about espresso. Thanks to the growing popularity of coffee houses such as Starbucks, espresso-based beverages have become a staple of most Americans' daily lives. And I'm not just talking about your morning cup of joe. Coffee houses have become a culture in and of themselves. I especially love how this one is a 24-hour Starbucks to satisfy those midnight cravings for caffeine. Hey, I'm a writer, I get it. Contrary to popular belief, beans do not an espresso make. Well, you need them to make espresso, but what I mean to say, if you grind them up and put them in your coffee maker, you're not making espresso. You're just making dark coffee. To get that perfect, intense taste of espresso and have it qualify as espresso, you have to invest in one of these guys, a bona fide espresso machine. Because it is the method, more so than the bean, that counts. It forces pressurized, nearly boiling water through a puck of ground coffee to produce the thick, concentrated coffee we know as espresso. But how did this addictive ambrosia come about? What inspired its creation? Namely, long-ass coffee breaks. I am not even kidding. In the late 19th and early 20th century, the Italian Industrial Revolution was in full swing. And it didn't take factory bosses long to notice that their workers were far more productive after a coffee break. However, coffee breaks took too darn long. You see, they could only make the coffee in small batches, and usually it was similar to Turkish coffee style, where they had to pulverize coffee grounds and boil them in water. This could take an upward of 5 minutes and even longer to sip, slowing down productivity. The solution? They needed to make it faster. That's when Italian factory owner Luigi Bezerra created the first single-serve espresso machine, the Tipo Gigante, which I am probably completely butchering, so I apologize to any Italians out there listening. But it was pretty much a giant machine, similar in shape to the one you're seeing on the screen now. You can Google it and see an actual picture of the Tipo Gigante if you so wish. It used a combination of water and steam to build up high pressure to brew coffee at a rapid pace. This became known as espresso and could be drunk in a shot rather than a full cup, improving the productivity of factory workers. He unveiled his invention in 1901, and while it was a good idea, the problem was using this method meant the coffee was very bitter and people really didn't enjoy drinking it. Luigi tried for years to improve upon his machine and create a more palatable espresso, but ultimately he considered it a failure. The journey might have stopped right then and there if his friend Dario Pavoni hadn't approached him in 1905 and bought the patent. Dario figured out that it was the extremely high temperatures and steam that caused the coffee to be so bitter. He brought the temperature down to 195 degrees and 9 bar of pressure, which pretty much means 130.5 pounds per inch, thus creating the standard for machines that we use to this day. So thanks to Luigi and Dario, we can have our beloved espresso drinks. Now for some bonus espresso facts, just because I find them amusing. Bonus fact number 1. Lattes are by far the most popular espresso-based drink in America. This is 1 to 2 ounces of espresso and a whole bunch of steamed milk and a little bit of foam or whipped cream on top, usually with a flavor added as well. But did you know that if you go to Italy and order a latte, you're getting a cup of steamed milk? That is literally what latte translates into, is steamed milk. This, from what I can tell, is a completely American invention. Bonus fact number 2, the Americano. This is made with espresso shots and hot water to the top of your cup. The name itself is kind of a good-humored jibe at us Americans. During World War II, American GIs in Italy would dilute espresso with hot water to create more of the coffee taste they were more accustomed to. Italians were quite amused by this custom and dubbed this watered-down, weaker version of espresso the Americano. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if so, that you will give me a like. Make sure to check out my previous video, The Discovery of Coffee. It involves goats. I find the discovery of food and how it came about to be very interesting, and if you're watching these videos, I'm going to assume you do as well. So make sure you let me know in the comments below if there are any other things you feel deserve a video. I will look it up and see how amusing I find them. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week.